Hello students, welcome to AKS. Today we will look into the gist of PIB for the first week of September. The Vice President of India visited India's longest electrified railway tunnel between Cherlopalli and Rapuru railway station in Andhra Pradesh. So let us look into more details of this project. It is a 6.7 kilometer long tunnel which provides viable rail connectivity between Krishnapatnam port and its hinterland for goods train services and facilitates seamless freight transport. This newly commissioned line of 112 kilometers reduces the travel time to 5 hours as compared to 10 hours earlier for a goods train from Krishnapatnam port to Obulavaripalli. It also reduces the distance by 72 kilometers for the trains coming from Guntakal division to Krishnapatnam. It will facilitate operating freight trains on Obulavaripalli, Venkatachalam, Krishnapatnam port while providing the shortest path between Chennai Howrah and Chennai Mumbai rail routes. Next, the Prime Minister of India launched the Fit India movement at a ceremony in New Delhi on the occasion of National Sports Day. Okay, so the Prime Minister urged the people of the country to make fitness as their lifestyle. Let us look into more details of this project. Launching the People's Movement on the birth anniversary of Major Dhyan Chand, the Prime Minister paid tributes to Major Dhyan Chand, who is India's sports icon who enthralled the world with his game and techniques. The PM said that the Fit India movement should become a national goal and its aspiration. In an effort to inspire the nation, the Prime Minister said that the Fit India movement may have been started by the government, but it is the people who have to lead it and make it a success. Okay. Also, a committee headed by the sports minister, comprising of government officials, members of the Indian Olympic Association, national sports federations, private bodies, and fitness promoters, has been formed to take the movement forward. Next, the Minister of State for Culture and Tourism, Government of India, has opened the entry for Neela Gumbad at Humayun Tomb Complex for general public. What are the details? The Neela Gumbad is one of the earliest Mughal era structure and was built in the year 1530s. This was built on an island in Yamuna and later just abutting to it when the Humayun's tomb was built in the year 1959 to 60. Neela Gumbad and other adjoining structures were incorporated in the complex. In the year 2017, Neela Gumbad was declared by the UNESCO as the World Heritage Monument as part of the extended Humayun's Tomb World Heritage Site. The Neela Gumbad was one of the earliest buildings built during the Mughal reign before the Mughal architecture became influenced by local styles. Neela Gumbad, as the name derives from the turquoise marble tiles that cover its dome. Next, as part of Indian Navy's overseas deployment to Southeast Asia and Western Pacific, Indian Navy ships Sahyadri and Kiltan are making a port call at Laem Chabang in Bangkok. This INS ships Sahyadri and Kiltan are the latest indigenously developed and built multi-role guided missile stealth frigate and anti-submarine warfare corvette respectively. The two ships are equipped with a versatile array of weapons and sensors. They can carry multi-role helicopters. They represent the coming of age of India's warships building capabilities. On the completion of the visit, Indian Navy and Royal Thai Navy ships would be undertaking a passage exercise at sea to further build on the levels of interoperability between the navies to ensure a peaceful and secure seas for all. Next, the Election Commission of India launches a one-stop solution to verify and authenticate voter details on the occasion of nationwide mega million launch of electors verification program. A special camp was held at the ECI headquarters in New Delhi on September 1st, 2019. The main aim of the program is to improve the health of electoral rolls and to provide better electoral services to citizens and increase the level of communication between the voters and the commission. The voters can log on to NVSP portal or voter helpline app or the common service centers or any nearby voter facility center so as to avail the following facilities. Next, A steering committee on fintech related issues constituted by the Ministry of Finance, Department of Economic Affairs submitted its final report. So, what are these fintech companies? The financial technology companies is used to describe a new tech that seeks to improve and automate the delivery and use of financial services. At its core, fintech is utilized to help companies, business owners, and consumers better manage their financial operations, processes, and lives by utilizing specialized software and algorithms that are used on computers and increasingly smartphones. Fintech, the word, is a combination of financial technology. When fintech emerged in the 21st century, the term was initially applied to the technology employed at the back-end systems of established financial institutions. Fintech now includes different sectors, industries such as education, retail banking, fundraising, and non-profit and investment management, to name a few. So, what are the recommendations of the committee? The report outlines the current landscape in the fintech space globally and in India and studies the various issues relating to the development and makes recommendations focusing on how fintech can be leveraged to enhance financial inclusion of MSMEs. The committee report also identifies application areas and uses cases in governance and financial services and suggests regulatory upgrades enabling fintech innovations. The committee has recommended that RBI may consider development of a cash flow based financing for MSMEs. It has also recommended that insurance companies and lending agencies to be encouraged to use drone and remote sensing technology for crop area damage and location assessments so as to support risk reduction in insurance and lending business. The committee has highlighted the positive impact of fintech innovations on sectors such as agriculture and MSMEs. It has recommended NABARD to take immediate steps to create a credit registry for farmers with special thrust for use of fintech along with core banking solutions by agri-financial institutions including cooperative societies. The committee recommends a special drive for modernization, standardization of land records by setting up a dedicated national digital land records mission based on a common national land record standards with involvement of state land and registration departments. The committee recommends a comprehensive legal framework for consumer protection be put in place, keeping in mind the rise of fintech and digital services. It also recommended adoption of regulation technology by all financial sector regulators so as to develop standards and facilitate adoption by financial sector providers to adopt use cases, making compliance with regulations easier, quicker, and effective. It recommended that financial sector regulators develop an institutional framework for specific use cases of supervisory technology, testing, deployment, monitoring, and evaluation. Next, as part of the ongoing Indo US Defense Cooperation, a joint military training exercise, namely Yudh Abhyaas 2019, is being conducted at the Joint Base Lewis, McCord, Washington, in USA. What is this Yudh Abhyaas 2019? The exercise Yudh Abhyaas will provide an opportunity to armed forces of both the countries to train in an integrated manner at battalion level with joint planning at brigade level. Multiple scenarios will be rehearsed during the joint exercise with a view to understanding each other's organizational structure and battle procedures. This would result in a higher degree of jointmanship that would further facilitate interoperability between the armed forces of both countries to meet any unforeseen contingencies across the globe. The exercise is also an ideal platform to learn from each other's expertise and experience of planning and the execution of operations. Both armies will jointly train, plan, and execute a series of well developed operations for neutralization of threats of varied nature. In the end of the joint exercise will be undertaken by the both countries in an operational setting under a UN mandate. Experts from both sides will hold expert academic and military discussions to share each other's experiences on varied topics for mutual benefit. Next, India has announced a contribution of 22 million US dollars to the Global Fund for AIDS, TB, and Malaria, what we call as GFTAM, for the sixth replenishment cycle dated 2020 to 2022, an increase of 10% over the amount contributed by us in the fifth cycle. Let us look into more details of this program. India stands firm to its long standing partnership with the Global Fund and its commitment to eliminate AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. India's pledge for Global Fund strongly demonstrates its strong political leadership to achieve the universal health for all and its equally strong commitment to work across borders to join hands in fighting the epidemics of these three diseases. It was the first implementing country to host a replenishment milestone of the Global Fund and now has become the first among the G20 BRICS and implementer countries to announce the pledge for the sixth replenishment conference, setting precedent for other donors to contribute generously for the cause. So let us look into the partnership between India and the Global Fund. India shares a sustained partnership with the Global Fund since the year 2002, both as a recipient and as a donor. The Global Fund support with investment of US dollars 2.2 billion so far has made significant contribution in attaining targets related to HIV, AIDS, TB and malaria reduction and escalating our fight against these three diseases. In the current funding cycle, the Global Fund has allocated US dollars 500 million to India. As a donor, India has contributed US dollars 46.5 million so far till 2019, including US dollars 20 million for the fifth replenishment. Next, under the Poshan Abhiyaan, this September is being celebrated as the Poshan Ma across country to address the malnutrition challenges. What is this Poshan Ma? This month-long intensive event plans to bring about convergence among various departments or ministries to rally people's opinion and participation so as to reduce and finally eliminate malnutrition from the country. The Poshan Ma aims at making people aware of the importance of nutrition and giving individual access to the government services so as to supplement nutrition for their children and pregnant women or lactating mothers. This year, the Poshan Ma focuses on five critical components: the first 1,000 days of the child, anemia, diarrhea, hand wash and sanitation, and the Poshtik Ahar, wholesome meal with diet diversity called Panchasutras. Next, the first conference of military medicine for the SCO member states was held in New Delhi. The conference will be the first military cooperation event hosted by India under the SCO Defense Cooperation Plan 2019 to 2020 after it became a SCO member state in the year 2017. The conference will be conducted by the Indian Armed Forces under the aegis of Headquarters Integrated Defense Staff with the aim to share best practices in the field of military medicine, capabilities, and overcome common challenges. The Vice President of India released the second volume of Lokatantra ke Swar and the Republic Ethic at a function organized at Pravasi Bharatiya Kendra in New Delhi. The books are a compilation of 95 speeches delivered by the President of India, Sri Ramnath Kovind, during his second year in office. They have been brought out by a publication division under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So that's it for the day. Thank you. So to download the PIB notes discussed in this video, please log into the student portal on www.aksias.com. Thank you.